Alright guys, we have the lower. I took it apart. I couldn't resist it. I didn't film it, but we're going to talk about a couple things. They did a couple things different, okay? Everything is stock except for the mag well. I didn't do anything. We took it out as is. The biggest change, I understand it. The customizer, the guy I'm always trying to customize stuff. I'm like, shit, it's annoying because it's like if I want to put on a new grip, okay, like I can't. I have to modify it. Look carefully. You guys see anything different? You should see it. Right there, you guys see it? So it took me like 5 minutes, guys. I'm so stupid. I was 1, 2, 3. I was taking it apart, and I got my music blaring. I'm like, damn, this grip's not coming off. Why it's not coming off? And I start taking the safeties off. I take out the hammer housing. I'm trying to see if there's any hidden screws. And all of a sudden, let me put it on for you guys. All of a sudden, I'm like, you know what? I thought about the TM Hi-Capa and the Glocks when you buy them stock and you got to pull them apart. I'm like, shit, let's try that. And I pulled this side apart and I'm like, oh man, I don't like this. And you can see it was hard for me to do. And eventually, I was able to pop it out. So look at the grip. See that little slot? And I think someone just asked, and we just did the other video. Someone just asked, hey, can I put a different grip on it? Good luck, buddy. You're going to have to do some work. Look at that slot. So it's a cool design because it keeps it like locked in place and it helps it, just it's another form of keeping it nice and rigid. In my head, I'm like, I don't really need that shit, So I'm like, can I modify it? At this point, I was looking, can we buy an extra frame and just modify one frame, okay? Because in my head, look, I don't want to modify my grip, right? My grip costs more than a damn gun, right? So I'd probably shave this part off. I'll put it on the mill. I'll come in, just mill it off, boom, mill it off clean. And then you gotta hit the other side too. Okay, so it's on both sides. They're hammer chassis, a little bit different, but guys, still traditional style. Trigger is adjustable. You can see right here, it's adjustable. Trigger bar not adjustable, but that's something you can quickly modify. Let me check if it drops in. Drops in, guys. I just helped someone on Facebook. He sent me a message, and if you're watching the video, this is what your trigger needs to do. Trigger bar plus trigger needs to be able to do this. All right, I shouldn't feel any friction. This is just for you guys too. If you got like a new grip, new trigger bar, new trigger, everything, do this first. Make sure if it doesn't go in there, try to look at it and see if it's bent in any shape or form. This is very easy to ruin, so that you guys must be careful. This is why I don't like doing videos on the trigger tuning shit, because I had too many people in the past that was, oh man, they would send really messed up messages, and I'm like, I'm not doing this shit anymore. But look, this is really soft. Like I could bend this trigger in a second, so be careful with it. Make sure it's not bent. And if it's in there perfect, and you'll know, you're gonna look at it, you can get a light and shine the light towards you, and you'll be able to see the gaps. And you're like, if you got it, the trigger bar and the trigger inch perfect, as straight as it can be, shine that light and you'll start looking for, oh hey, I noticed it's hitting top right. Okay, get that file it. Okay, that's the way to do it. No problem here though. Okay, I just got sidetracked because he sent me a message yesterday. Internals, steel. Okay, can I polish them? Yes. I can feel the burrs on them, but guys, remember, they work great out of the box. This is like fine tuning. This is like fine tuning, okay? This is fine tuning. The hammer to the sear is actually really, that's pretty interesting. Take a look at it. All right, I got this. Woo! Look at that. Look at that. Jeez. All right. But you can see, you might be able to see on the edges. Okay, they're a little rough around the edges. I'm gonna just do some little polishing. After 5,000, I promise I won't touch it right now. All right, we're shooting it as is. The customizer, I already want to take this apart and tune it because look, this gun is so good. I like it. and I want to make it. I want to make it mine. All right, that's what is so cool. This is the gun. Like I'm like they did such a good job. I'm not. This one I've already like let my friends use it and test and shit. You know, they already dinked it and dropped it. You know, and I'm like, hey, no worries. This gun I can already feel like I'm like, oh, hey, you know, I don't want you shooting this. I want to customize it a little bit. You know, I'm like, I'm looking at my grips. Can we get this on here? You know, I'm looking at my grip. Can we get this on here? Can we do some cuts here to, like, I would like to do a nice cut here. Maybe like a pocket cut there, a cut here. You know, I was like thinking, oh, can we do some fun stuff to customize it? Like, I'm not going to recommend this for you guys, but, you know, the great thing is we can go buy a frame. So I'm thinking about buying an extra frame and cutting that part off so we can get different grips. Because, like, this grip is sick. I've seen this grip for you know 100 years. You know, I want a new grip. You know, you can call me jaded if you want, but at the same time, this is brilliant. I like this. These are nice. They got the rails on here. They got the threading here. But like, hey, you know, I want something different. So I think maybe SSP5. It'd be nice to see like everything completely different. I think it'd be cool to see if we could get ambi safeties. I'm sorry, ambi slide release. Like, cause they did so much innovation with here. Bring that innovation to the lower. I don't know what else. This is a complex part, guys. We've got a lot of moving parts. It's really hard. I think this part would be hard to innovate, or it doesn't need to be innovative. I do have some crazy ideas that I tried doing in the past. I think that could be applied here, but I don't know. That's just kind of dumb. All right, I'm getting sidetracked. So look, lower, not bad at all. It's great. This is how the leaf spring came. This is super aggressive. I'm gonna leave it. Not really how I like my leaf springs. Remember, do not touch the leaf spring. It is insanely sensitive. Okay, you guys touch this, if I had to count how many messages I have that are regarded to the leaf spring, or people like getting a double trigger problem or full auto problem, and how many of them are related to people touching the leaf spring and just not understanding it, it would be too many to even count. Okay, I could literally go on my Facebook message and type in leaf spring, and I'd probably get 1,000 messages just on that shit. Okay, so do not touch it, especially if you don't know what you're doing. If you understand what you're doing, go ahead. Don't ask me that question on this channel. I had too many assholes back in the day send me mean shit, and I'm not gonna waste my time with that. I want positive energy here. I don't need negative energy on this channel. Okay, it's my channel, my rules. All right, so my rules are get the hell out of here. Nobody wants to be around negative people. Like, I don't get it. We're here to have a great time. Okay, lower is good. Okay, that's the lower pretty much. I don't know if we need a breakdown. I'm pretty sure they have a much more professional video than I could ever do, okay? They got everything they need there. It's going to be great. Okay, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I want to polish this so bad. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to reassemble it. I wanted to see, this is a big change right here. Okay, guys, so be aware. You cannot change grips. You just unless you know what you're doing and you're gonna mod them, but you have to mod them significantly. That is a big undertaking to put a slot on each side. You have to put a slot on each side, or you're gonna sacrifice this part and you're gonna sand it off. Guys, technically speaking, you could sand this off and you would still be fine, because you have 1, 2, 3. You have 3 anchor points, right, to lock it in. This is just a nice way of really locking that sucker in. So it's not a bad design. It's a good concept. And I feel like most people buying this gun, they're not like trying to do shit I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? They're not like, hey, what can I do with it? I want to take it apart. You know, you're buying the gun and it's great out of the box. Okay, leave it alone. Alright, just leave it alone. Don't do my shit, okay? But I'm letting you guys know about it. If you do have intentions of trying to buy it and trying to customize it, be prepared. This will be an undertaking if you do not have the proper tools for it or skill set. Okay. As for the tuning, I'll give you generic stuff. I'm going to give you generic information. Either buy the Hi-Capa. You need to buy a lightweight leaf spring. Buy the Hi-Capa Trident one. I haven't tested Corner Sly ones. I want to test them. E-Bike has them. It's like CL product or CL Designs. I forget the name of the company, but I know it's Corner Sly, and he knows his shit. Do I like all his stuff? No. Did he have egregious rip-off prices back in the day? Yes, but I did like his shit, because back in the day there wasn't many people doing what he did. Okay, and so replace the leaf spring. Get a lighter one. Okay, so and don't touch this one. Just switch them out. Okay, and if you have problems, switch this one back in. Got it? All I'm going to say is, can these be polished? Yes. I'm not going to say just be careful with. Remember, polishing, you're still removing material. Okay, try to go research how polishing works, and do not remove to the point where like you can see, oh man, I took a huge chunk out. Do not do that. The main goal is to do a light polish, get it smooth to touch. You want it smooth to touch. You don't want to feel any burrs or any of this stuff. You just want it smooth, and we want it to be kissing each other, right? No problem. Okay, you want to be able to push it and play with it and see if there's no friction. Okay, that's the main goal. So polish it, research accordingly. There's probably someone else that did the channel on it. Okay, for the trigger, adjust the trigger screw right here. That will get rid of when you pull, it breaks, and then you notice you can still pull after it breaks. If you just adjust the trigger screw until you want to pull, breaks, stop. You want to hit that wall. That's what the trigger screw is for. Now, the trigger bar, this one you can't. This is like an advanced one. My favorite trigger bars are the titanium ones by Nova, but they're like freaking $60. They're the insanely expensive one, but they have this little bar that you can push and bend forward. If you are an expert at cutting, you can cut a slot, but you'd have to be insane. Okay, that is probably not realistic. So the next thing I do, guys, is you can glue like little shims. It's going to be a pain in the ass, but you can just glue shims, and you have your gun fully assembled, and you just put the trigger bar, put a shim at a time, until it's enough to still work. Got it? So that's my simple advice. No questions. Don't ask for any more details on it. I'm not responsible for any damage. If you send me any asshole comments, I'm just going to delete your comment. I don't entertain negative or dumb comments anymore. Okay? I just don't. That's not part of me, and not part of this channel. We're about having a good time, being happy. It's airsoft. We're fortunate, and we're lucky enough to be able to do this kind of stuff. Okay, that's what I want you guys to think about, is how lucky we are, and it's great to we're able to do this shit. It's fun. All right, I'm thankful for that. Okay, we'll see if we need to do any more videos. I'll come back to this guy when we have about a bag in him. I can tell you right now, everyone's getting pushed to the side right now. This guy's getting full attention because he's so unique. The other ones, I feel like I got an understanding of them. KF is still doing. I'm surprised. KF is still alive. KP19, he's been doing good. I've been letting friends shoot him. And what the other one? The EMGs. Ugh, the EMGs are just garbage. Both the EMGs are just. They're not worth a dime. You know what I mean? It's like, shoot the EMG and then you shoot this. It's like the hell. I don't care if those are trademarked, but this is a pistol built for skirmishers by a skirmisher, and I feel like that's a line I've always had myself, and I can say for once that line applies to this damn gun. It's built for skirmishers by skirmishers. Okay, shit. All right. If they use that line, 'cause I think I've said that like 10 years ago. If you use that line, I'll take a little. You can send a little money to my channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. You can. That's my slogan. Alright, get out of here, guys. I'm gonna reassemble this sucker. I will not touch it, I promise, guys. And we're just gonna shoot. We're gonna shoot for 5,000, and we'll come back at the end of 5,000, and that won't be called like what, 5,000 review. We'll call that like 5,000 review or some shit. Because this guy's big enough that I think we need to give him a stage or a platform for that. Because this is such a unique system. All right, the other ones are just, they're not that unique, and they're just whatever. All right, they're dog ass compared to this. KF is surprised. I'm surprised, but you can't buy a KF anymore. It's like 5K used, the one we need to come back. 5K will come back and touch on. Okay. All right, I'll see you guys around. Thank you guys so much. This was really fun. Thank you, NOVRITSCH. Thank you. I'm really grateful, and thank you to, you know who you are, the guy that sent it to me, for, you know, not trying to be, you know, like, hey, you know, you can't say this and shit. You know, that's honestly, I'm not gonna lie. If he had gone that route, I would have been like, hey, there's the door, take it. I've had companies do that, and I don't put up with it. But once again, thank you. I didn't expect all of this. It's a nice gift. Well, not a gift, but a review, because, you know, you're getting something in return. I'm getting something in return. All right, so win-win for everybody. And we'll continue talking about it. Okay. If you guys have any questions or comments, be sure to smash on, hit on both the videos, or talk all of them. I'll be checking comments now. I was keeping my head in the ground. I didn't want to have anyone try to, like, you know, put their opinion or whatever onto I like to stay low, close my world, shoot, take it apart, everything. Then once I'm done with that, then check it out and then see, okay, that makes sense. Hey, that makes sense. You know what I mean? That's how I operate. I don't want to be, you know, interfered with. Okay? I think that's it. Very interesting lower. Not too many crazy changes, but smart. I'd call them smart changes. Okay? Having steel internals, nice. I believe they call this reinforced. Okay? This smart change, but at the same time, I do wonder how long this will last. Okay? Everything else is a standard TM. Standard, not like standard TM Hi-Capa-ish. Okay? Except for this guy. Don't know if this is technically needed. I don't know. I don't know how you feel about this. I feel like it's a nice addition, but in my head, I'm like, I've never really had problems with grips. Because if you, I guess for, yeah, I don't know. Now, if they start selling, well, you know what, they're a business guy. They need to make money. I'm not gonna lie. The prices are so reasonable that I can't even complain. But I was going to say, like, this would be a smart way to push their grip. And now you can just, you know, you can buy the grip, and if you want to change the design, you just go buy from them, because, you know, the average person isn't going to be able to figure out how to get around this, okay, or have the tools to get around it, okay. So, but like at the end of the day, I gotta give it to them. The shit's so fair. I can't even complain about that, okay. $289 for this out of the box with the mag, minus the red stuff. Great job. All right, I'll see you guys around.